Mastering Spiritual Relationships. Chapter 1. The Divine Connection. In a world filled with distractions and endless demands on our time and energy, it is easy to lose sight of the most crucial relationship we have in our lives, the connection with the divine. Whether one identifies with a specific religious tradition or not, we have an inherent longing to connect with something greater than ourselves. This chapter explores the importance of nurturing this relationship and offers practical ways to deepen our connection with the divine. Recognizing that the divine is not confined to any specific religious dogma or belief system, we begin by acknowledging the concept of a higher power as an entity that transcends human understanding. It is an energy, a force that moves through us and flows through all things in the universe. It is the source of life, love, and infinite wisdom. At the core of the divine connection is the understanding that we are all interconnected and interdependent. We are not separate beings trying to navigate this world alone, but an integral part of a vast cosmic tapestry. This realization allows us to approach our relationship with the divine from a place of humility and reverence, recognizing that we are but drops in the ocean of divine consciousness. The first step in cultivating a strong divine connection is to recognize and develop a sense of reverence for the divine presence in our lives. This may involve setting aside a dedicated space in our homes for prayer, meditation, or reflection. Creating an environment that feels sacred and serene can help us tune into the divine energy and open ourselves to its guidance. Prayer becomes a powerful tool in communicating our desires, concerns, and gratitude to the divine. Whether we utilize structured prayers from specific religious traditions or engage in spontaneous conversations with the divine, the intent behind prayer is to cultivate a direct line of communication with the divine. Through prayer, we express our deepest longings, seek guidance, and open ourselves to receive divine blessings. Similarly, meditation offers a gateway into the realm of the divine. By quieting our minds and turning inward, we create a space for divine communion. Meditation allows us to transcend the limitations of our ego-based thoughts and tap into the expansive wisdom and guidance that flows from the divine. Through regular meditation practice, we not only deepen our connection with the divine but also cultivate a sense of inner peace and stillness. Journaling becomes a vehicle for self-reflection and exploration of our relationship with the divine. By putting our thoughts on paper, we can gain clarity, insight, and a deeper understanding of our experiences. Journaling can be a sacred dialogue between ourselves and the divine, allowing us to express our deepest emotions and receive divine guidance and inspiration. Contemplative practices, such as contemplative reading or walking in nature, can also support our divine connection. These practices involve immersing ourselves in the beauty of the world, pondering profound questions, and being present in the divine presence all around us. Through contemplation, we cultivate a sense of awe and wonder, deepening our connection with the divine. Another vital aspect of the divine connection is cultivating a sense of surrender and trust. We often cling tightly to our desires, fears, and attachments, believing that we alone can control our destinies. However, when we surrender to the divine and trust in its infinite wisdom, we allow ourselves to be guided by forces far greater than our limited human understanding. In surrendering, we release the need to control and instead embrace the flow of life. Surrender does not mean being passive or complacent but rather an active participation in the divine plan. We surrender our ego's desires and align ourselves with the higher purpose, trusting that the divine knows what is best for us and will guide us toward our highest good. This surrender opens doors to unexpected opportunities, synchronicities, and miracles as we become attuned to the divine orchestration of our lives. Living in alignment with higher principles is another crucial aspect of the divine connection. Love, compassion, kindness, and forgiveness are all qualities that reflect the essence of the divine. By consciously embodying these qualities, we become vessels for divine expression in the world. We become channels for love, healing, and transformation. The divine connection invites us to embody divine virtues not only in our interactions with others but also within ourselves. Self-love, self-compassion, and self-forgiveness become acts of honoring and acknowledging the divine presence within us. As we cultivate these qualities, we create an inner environment that is receptive to the divine's guidance and can radiate love and compassion to all beings around us. Throughout this chapter, we emphasize the importance of cultivating a personal relationship with the divine that is authentic and unique to each individual. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to connecting with the divine, as each person's journey is deeply personal. It is essential to follow one's intuition and inner guidance when exploring spiritual practices and seeking divine communion. By nurturing and deepening our connection with the divine, we not only enhance our own spiritual growth but also enhance the quality of our relationships with others. When we operate from a place of divine love and wisdom, our interactions with those around us become infused with grace and understanding. We become conduits for healing and compassion, fostering a more harmonious and interconnected world. But beyond these practical practices, let us delve even deeper into the foundational relationship between the individual and the divine. This relationship is not merely a transactional connection where one seeks guidance and blessings from a higher power, but rather it is a symbiotic and co-creative relationship. When we establish a connection with the divine, we are aligning ourselves with the universal consciousness, the fabric of creation itself. In doing so, we become co-creators of our reality, operating in harmony with the divine flow of life. This co-creative partnership allows us to manifest our deepest aspirations and contribute to the greater good. To deepen this relationship, it is vital to cultivate a sense of awareness and presence. The divine is always present, but it is often our preoccupations and distractions that prevent us from recognizing its presence in our lives. Through mindfulness practices, such as mindful breathing or body scan meditations, we can bring ourselves into the present moment and attune ourselves to the divine energy around and within us. In this state of awareness, we become attuned to the signs and synchronicities that the divine presents to us. These signs may come in the form of repetitive numbers, meaningful coincidences, or intuitive nudges. When we pay attention and trust in divine guidance, we can navigate our journey with greater clarity and purpose. Furthermore, deepening our connection with the divine involves the willingness to embrace the paradoxes and mysteries of life. The divine is not confined to human logic or understanding. It transcends the limits of our rational minds and invites us into a realm of wonder and awe. By surrendering our need for certainty and control, we open ourselves to the vastness of the divine's wisdom and allow ourselves to be transformed by its mystery. It is also crucial to recognize that the divine connection invites us to navigate both the light and dark aspects of our being. Embracing our shadows and facing our fears is an integral part of the spiritual journey. Through the divine's unconditional love and acceptance, we learn to integrate and transcend these aspects of ourselves, leading to profound healing and growth. In deepening our connection with the divine, it is essential to practice self-care and self-reflection. Let's now go deeper into the practical ways in which we can cultivate and nurture our divine connection. Building upon the foundational understanding of the divine connection from the previous information, we explore additional tools and practices to deepen our relationship with the divine. One of the fundamental ways to cultivate the divine connection is through the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing our attention to the present moment with an attitude of non-judgmental awareness. By being fully present and engaged in the present moment, we open ourselves to the divine presence that is always available to us. Mindfulness can be practiced in various ways, such as mindful breathing, mindful eating, or mindful walking. These practices allow us to slow down and fully immerse ourselves in the present moment, awakening us to the beauty and perfection of the divine in every aspect of life. Through mindfulness, we cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and appreciation for the divine in each moment. Journaling is a powerful tool for deepening our connection with the divine. By putting our thoughts and feelings onto paper, we create a space for self-reflection and exploration. We can pose questions to the divine and receive insights and guidance through the act of journaling. It is a sacred dialogue between ourselves and the divine, allowing us to deepen our understanding and connection. Writing letters to the divine is a unique form of journaling that can be particularly transformative. In these letters, we express our deepest desires, concerns, fears, and gratitude to the divine. By surrendering these thoughts and emotions to the divine, we invite its guidance and support. It is an intimate and vulnerable act that fosters a deeper sense of connection and trust. Serving others is another powerful way to cultivate the divine connection. When we selflessly offer our time, talents, or resources to alleviate the suffering of others, we align ourselves with the divine principle of love and compassion. Through acts of service, we become channels through which the divine can express itself in the world. Service brings us closer to the divine and expands our capacity to love unconditionally. Engaging in creative expression can also deepen our connection with the divine. Whether it is through painting, writing, dancing, or singing, creative expression allows us to tap into the flow of divine inspiration. When we surrender to the creative process, we become vessels through which the divine can manifest and communicate. Creativity becomes a sacred act of co-creation with the divine. Rituals and ceremonies can be powerful tools for cultivating the divine connection. These practices create a sense of sacred space and time, inviting the divine presence to be honored and invoked. Rituals can be as simple as lighting a candle and offering a prayer, or they can be more elaborate, such as a full moon ceremony or a pilgrimage to a sacred site. Rituals provide a structured framework to deepen our connection with the divine. Nature is a profound source of divine connection and inspiration. Spending time in nature allows us to reconnect with our primal roots and the interconnectedness of all life. Whether it is sitting by a tree, walking barefoot on the earth, or swimming in the ocean, communing with nature brings us closer to the divine presence that permeates all creation. Nature becomes a divine temple, reminding us of the beauty and wisdom of the divine. Finally, cultivating patience and trust is essential in deepening our divine connection. The divine operates on its own timeline and in ways that are often beyond our comprehension. It may take time for our prayers to be answered or for us to receive guidance. Patience allows us to surrender to divine timing and trust that the divine is working in our best interest. Trusting the divine's plan enables us to relinquish control and embrace the divine flow of life. Throughout this chapter, we emphasize the importance of regular practice and consistency in cultivating the divine connection. Like any relationship, the divine connection requires time, attention, and effort to grow and deepen. By incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we create a sacred space for the divine to enter and transform us. Ultimately, the divine connection is not something we seek outside of ourselves, but rather something we awaken within ourselves. It is a reminder that we are already connected to the divine, and it is our willingness to engage in these practices and open ourselves to its presence that allows us to experience this connection more fully. It is a journey of remembering and awakening to the divine essence that resides within each of us. Chapter 2. The Mirror of Relationships. In the realm of human existence, the experience of relationships carries a profound depth that goes beyond mere social connections. Embedded within the intricacies of our relationships lies a powerful concept: relationships as mirrors. They serve as reflective surfaces, unveiling aspects of ourselves that are ready to be acknowledged, healed, and integrated. Through these mirrors, we are provided with a pathway towards self-awareness, personal growth, and transformation. In this chapter, we will delve into the expansive depths of this concept, exploring how relationships as mirrors offer us invaluable insights into our own psyche and guide us towards a more authentic, fulfilling existence. At first glance, it may seem perplexing to consider that our relationships hold up a mirror to our inner self. After all, aren't our interactions with others external encounters, separate from our own being? However, when we begin to investigate the dynamics of relationships, we uncover a profound interconnection between the external world and our internal landscape. Each person we encounter is a unique reflection of our own consciousness, mirroring back to us different facets of our being. Just as a physical mirror reflects our external appearance, relationships serve as mirrors that reflect our emotional, mental, and sometimes even spiritual state. The qualities, characteristics, behaviors, and dynamics we experience in relationships are not coincidental, they are invitations for self-reflection and self-awareness. Imagine a fascinating dance unfolding before your eyes, a dance of energies, emotions, and thoughts. As you engage with someone, their energy interacts with yours, creating a dynamic interplay. This interaction mirrors back to you aspects of yourself that are ready to be seen, understood, and integrated. These aspects may be patterns, wounds, beliefs, or unresolved emotions that have been hidden beneath the surface. Our relationships mirror back to us what lies within the depths of our own psyche. They act as a mirror, reflecting the unhealed wounds, unacknowledged desires, and unconscious beliefs that shape our experiences. For example, if we repeatedly find ourselves attracting partners who are emotionally unavailable, it may be an invitation to explore our own emotional availability and commitment to intimacy. The mirror of this relationship pattern offers an opportunity to delve into our own emotional wounds, identify any unresolved issues, and ultimately heal and transform them. Identifying the patterns and triggers that arise in our relationships holds the key to unlocking the transformative power of relationships as mirrors. Through self-reflection, we can cultivate a heightened sense of self-awareness, allowing us to begin unraveling the layers that underlie our interactions. Journaling becomes an invaluable tool for this process, providing a safe space to explore our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. By diving deep into our own stories and narratives, we gain clarity and understanding of the patterns that continuously emerge in our relationships. As we navigate our relationships, we may encounter individuals who evoke strong negative emotions within us. It is natural to want to blame or find fault in these individuals, yet the perspective of relationships as mirrors calls us to shift our approach. Rather than fixating on the external circumstances or qualities of the other person, we are invited to turn our gaze inward. Amidst the discomfort and emotional turmoil, lies an opportunity to examine why we react the way we do. In these moments of triggered emotion, our mirror-like relationships present us with an invitation to explore the aspects of ourselves that remain unhealed or unresolved. By facing these shadows head-on, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. We confront the wounds buried deep within us and work towards integrating the fragmented aspects of our being. Through this process of self-reflection, we liberate ourselves from the limitations that hinder personal growth and cultivate a sense of profound self-acceptance and authentic expression. Recognizing our relationships as mirrors also entails acknowledging the role of projection. We often project our own desires, fears, and insecurities onto others. Projection occurs when we attribute to others what we refuse to acknowledge within ourselves. By becoming aware of our projections, we can dismantle the illusory divide between the external and internal worlds, birthing a deep sense of self-integration and unity. For instance, If we find ourselves constantly criticizing and judging others, it may indicate unresolved self-judgment and criticism within ourselves. The external reflection of our judgment-eliciting relationships leads us back to our own inner landscape, urging us to explore the roots of our self-judgment and cultivate self-compassion and self-love. By embracing and integrating these aspects of ourselves, we open the door to more harmonious and authentic relationships. To fully embrace the transformative power of relationships as mirrors, we must approach this process with compassion and non-judgment. Each individual we encounter is on their own unique journey, carrying their own challenges, wounds, and growth opportunities. By recognizing this, we can shift from blame and judgment to understanding and empathy. This shift in perspective enables us to not only gain insights into our own psyche, but also to recognize the potential for growth and transformation within the other person. It is through this recognition that we bring a sense of mindfulness and consciousness to our interactions. We learn to navigate conflicts with grace, as we develop the ability to communicate our needs, boundaries, and desires assertively and empathetically. By embracing the mirrors presented by our relationships, we cultivate the capacity to engage in deep, authentic connections based on mutual understanding, respect, and acceptance. Our journey of self-realization and transformation through relationships as mirrors becomes a dance of growth, guided by our heightened self-awareness. As we traverse the realms of connection and companionship, we attune ourselves to the hidden messages woven within our relationships. We uncover the stories that have shaped our lives and challenge the narratives that no longer serve our highest good. In the depths of our relationships lies the potential to rewrite the script of our lives. By embracing the concept of relationships as mirrors, we become active participants in our own evolution. As we continue on this journey, we may encounter greater challenges, but we also gain access to greater wisdom, love, and personal transformation. In conclusion, relationships as mirrors offer us an expansive landscape for self-reflection and personal growth. They reflect back to us aspects of ourselves that are ready to be healed, integrated, and transformed. Through self-awareness, mindfulness, and compassion, we unravel the stories that underlie our interactions, embracing the opportunities for growth and evolution that our relationships present. As we embrace our relationships as mirrors, we author a story of love, authenticity, and self-realization, both within ourselves and within the collective tapestry of human connection. Chapter 3. Self-love as the foundation. Cultivating self-love is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the cornerstone of building healthy and fulfilling relationships with others. Without a deep sense of self-compassion, self-acceptance, and self-worth, it becomes challenging to connect with others and establish strong, loving bonds authentically. In this chapter, we will dive deeper into the significance of self-love and explore a variety of practical exercises and practices to develop it. Self-love is often misunderstood as a selfish or narcissistic act, but in reality, it is a fundamental aspect of emotional well-being. It is about recognizing our own worth and treating ourselves with kindness, compassion, and respect. When we love ourselves unconditionally, we create a foundation within that allows us to love and accept others without judgment or excessive expectations genuinely. To begin our journey of self-love, it is crucial to develop self-compassion. Oftentimes, we are our own harshest critics, constantly berating ourselves for perceived flaws or mistakes. This critical inner voice can hinder our ability to connect with others truly and may even manifest as judgment towards them. By cultivating self-compassion, we learn to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would extend to a dear friend in need. One powerful practice to develop self-compassion is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the current moment and accepting ourselves and our experiences without judgment. It allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting entangled in self-criticism or guilt. Through mindfulness practice, we can learn to acknowledge and validate our feelings and offer ourselves words of compassion and encouragement. Imagine a flower growing in a garden. It doesn't criticize itself for not blooming as beautifully as the flower next to it. Instead, it embraces its unique beauty. Similarly, we, too, can learn to accept and appreciate our inherent worthiness, despite our perceived imperfections. By practicing mindfulness, we develop the ability to be present with our thoughts and emotions, and we can respond with kindness and understanding, allowing self-compassion to flourish. Another crucial aspect of self-love is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance involves embracing all aspects of ourselves, including our strengths and weaknesses, past mistakes, and perceived imperfections. It is not about settling for mediocrity. Rather, it is about acknowledging our inherent worthiness and staying committed to personal growth. By accepting ourselves fully, we pave the way for genuine and intimate connections with others. To develop self-acceptance, it is essential to let go of self-judgment. Often, we tend to be our own worst critics, focusing on our perceived shortcomings rather than appreciating our strengths. However, true self-acceptance requires us to acknowledge that we are all human beings who make mistakes and have room for growth. Letting go of self-judgment involves releasing the heavy burden of guilt and shame and embracing self-forgiveness. It allows us to learn from our experiences and move forward with a lighter heart. In our journey towards self-acceptance, it is crucial to cultivate self-awareness. This involves being honest with ourselves, exploring our beliefs and patterns, and understanding how they influence our self-image and relationships. Self-awareness helps us identify areas where self-judgment arises and invites us to practice self-compassion instead. Keeping a journal can be a helpful tool for self-reflection, allowing us to explore our thoughts and emotions non-judgmentally. Additionally, therapy or guidance from a trusted mentor or coach can deepen our self-awareness and provide valuable insights into our patterns and beliefs. Furthermore, let us recognize that self-acceptance is an ongoing process that requires patience and gentleness. It is a practice of embracing our whole selves, regardless of external opinions or societal expectations. It means celebrating both our strengths and our vulnerabilities and acknowledging that they are all part of what makes us unique and human. By fully accepting ourselves, we create a safe and nurturing space within ourselves that allows for deeper connections and more fulfilling relationships with others. In addition to self-compassion and self-acceptance, cultivating self-worth is fundamental to building healthy relationships. Self-worth is the recognition that we are deserving of love, respect, and happiness simply because we exist. It is not contingent upon external factors such as achievements, material possessions, or the opinions of others. Building self-worth involves challenging and transforming negative self-beliefs that undermine our sense of value. Often, our self-worth is influenced by societal standards and comparisons to others. We may find ourselves constantly seeking validation and approval from others, placing our self-worth in their hands. However, true self-worth resides within us, and it is our responsibility to cultivate it. This requires intentionally shifting our focus from self-criticism to self-appreciation. It means recognizing and valuing our unique qualities, strengths, and abilities. It involves reframing our self-talk and consciously choosing to replace self-doubt and self-judgment with words of encouragement and affirmation. One effective way to foster self-worth is through the practice of affirmations and positive self-talk. Affirmations are powerful statements that help rewire our subconscious mind and reinforce positive beliefs about ourselves. By regularly affirming our worthiness, strengths, and abilities, we create a strong foundation of self-worth. For example, we can repeat affirmations such as "I am deserving of love and respect," "I embrace my worthiness," or I am enough just as I am. It is important to note that building self-worth should not be dependent on external validation or achievements. While accomplishments can certainly contribute to our sense of self-worth, it is crucial to disconnect our self-worth from external measures of success. Our worthiness should not fluctuate based on the approval or disapproval of others or the attainment of certain goals. True self-worth is inherent and unconditional. Reflecting upon our accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem, is another powerful way to enhance self-worth. Celebrating our progress and recognizing our achievements reminds us of our capabilities and strengthens our belief in our worthiness. Taking the time to create a list of accomplishments, big and small, can serve as a powerful reminder of our growth and abilities during moments of self-doubt. Surrounding ourselves with positive and supportive people who uplift and value us is another essential aspect of cultivating self-worth. Building relationships with individuals who appreciate and respect us for who we are allows us to grow and thrive. On the other hand, it is crucial to let go of relationships that undermine our self-worth, whether they are characterized by criticism, disrespect, or constant comparison. Choosing to surround ourselves with people who celebrate our strengths and support our growth is an act of self-love that nurtures our sense of self-worth. Developing self-love takes time and dedication, but the rewards are immeasurable. As we deepen our self-love, we create a solid foundation from which to build authentic connections with others. It becomes easier to set healthy boundaries, communicate effectively, and engage in relationships that uplift and support both parties. To enhance your journey of self-love and strengthen your foundation for authentic connections, it is important to incorporate self-care practices into your daily routine. Self-care involves consciously and intentionally taking care of your own physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It is a way to prioritize and nourish yourself, ensuring that you have the energy and resources to give to others and build healthy relationships. Self-care looks different for everyone, as we all have different needs and preferences. It can involve activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as taking a bath, reading a book, going for a walk in nature, or practicing a hobby. It can also include practices that support your physical health, such as exercising, eating nourishing foods, getting enough sleep, and visiting healthcare professionals regularly. Creating a self-care routine is essential to maintaining your well-being and nurturing self-love. It involves consistently dedicating time and energy to yourself, no matter how busy or hectic your life may be. It is about making self-care a non-negotiable priority and recognizing that it is not a selfish act, but rather a necessary one in order to show up fully in your relationships. Another aspect of self-love is setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries are guidelines and limits that define what is acceptable and unacceptable in your relationships and interactions with others. They are crucial for maintaining your self-respect and protecting your emotional well-being. Setting boundaries involves clearly communicating your wants, needs, and limits to others, and asserting yourself when those boundaries are crossed. Setting boundaries can be challenging, especially if you have a history of people-pleasing or if you fear conflict or rejection. However, it is an act of self-love and self-respect that allows you to maintain your authenticity and protect yourself from being taken advantage of. Start by identifying areas in your life where you feel your boundaries are being violated or where you need to establish clearer boundaries. Communicate your boundaries assertively and consistently, and surround yourself with people who respect and support your boundaries. Additionally, practicing self-forgiveness is an integral part of self-love. We all make mistakes and experience failures, but holding on to guilt and self-blame only perpetuates negative self-talk and prevents us from moving forward. Self-forgiveness involves acknowledging the lessons learned from our mistakes, taking responsibility for our actions, and choosing to release ourselves from the burden of guilt and shame. To practice self-forgiveness, it can be helpful to reflect on the situation that is causing you guilt or self-blame. Acknowledge any negative emotions that arise and allow yourself to feel them without judgment. Remind yourself that you are only human and that making mistakes is a natural part of growth and learning. Use this opportunity to identify what you can learn from the situation and how you can grow moving forward. Finally, consciously choose to release yourself from the weight of guilt and offer yourself compassion and forgiveness. Self-love is the foundation upon which healthy and fulfilling relationships are built. It involves cultivating self-compassion, self-acceptance, and self-worth. By practicing self-compassion, self-acceptance, and self-worth, and incorporating self-care, setting healthy boundaries, and practicing self-forgiveness into our lives, we can deepen our self-love and establish strong, loving connections with others. Remember, self-love is not a selfish act. It is a necessity for our well-being and the well-being of those around us. Chapter 4. Honoring boundaries and energetic integrity. Maintaining healthy boundaries and energetic integrity in relationships is of paramount importance for our overall well-being, personal growth, and spiritual evolution. When we establish and enforce clear boundaries, we create sacred space for healthy connections, authentic interactions, and personal empowerment. In this chapter, we will delve even deeper into the significance of boundaries and provide you with a comprehensive array of powerful tools and practices to support you in honoring your boundaries, clearing energetic cords, and protecting your precious energy field. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love, self-respect, and self-preservation. It allows us to define what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior in our relationships, ensuring that our needs, values, and emotions are respected and considered. Boundaries act as filters, discerning and permitting only that which aligns with our authentic selves and contributes positively to our emotional and mental well-being. By upholding and prioritizing boundaries, we foster healthy dynamics characterized by respect, mutual understanding, and healthy balance. Before embarking on the journey of honoring your boundaries, it is imperative first to identify what is truly important to you and what you need in your relationships. Take the time to reflect on your core values, desires, and emotional requirements. Consider past experiences when your boundaries were crossed or neglected, and take note of the impact it had on your overall well-being. By gaining a deeper understanding of the significance of boundaries, you will be better equipped to create comprehensive guidelines that promote healthy interactions and preserve your personal space. To start setting boundaries, it's essential to recognize and respect your physical and emotional limits. Begin by tuning into your body and emotions to gauge how interactions or situations make you feel. If you notice discomfort, unease, or a sense of being overwhelmed, it may be a sign that your boundaries are being violated or need reinforcement. One of the most effective tools for setting boundaries is clear and open communication. Engage in honest and vulnerable conversations with your loved ones, friends, or colleagues, expressing your needs, expectations, and boundaries explicitly. State your boundaries assertively while remaining compassionate and understanding. Clearly communicate the consequences that may arise if your boundaries are not respected. Though these conversations may initially feel uncomfortable or intimidating, remember that this is an essential part of self-care and self-advocacy. It is vital to remember that setting boundaries is not about controlling or manipulating others. It is about taking responsibility for our own well-being and emotional health. It is a reciprocal act that fosters mutual respect, trust, and understanding in relationships. By clearly articulating our boundaries, we give others the opportunity to show up in ways that honor who we are and make us feel safe and supported. While setting boundaries through communication is essential, it is equally important to back them up with consistent action. Stand firm in enforcing your boundaries, whether they involve time, physical space, emotional support, or personal values. Reinforce your boundaries through your behavior, decisions, and interactions. By consistently upholding your boundaries, you foster an environment that promotes mutual respect and healthy relationships. In addition to setting boundaries through communication and action, it is crucial to maintain energetic integrity. Our energy field, often referred to as our aura, can become entangled with the energies of others if we are not vigilant and mindful. Energetic cords, which are formed through emotional attachments and energetic exchanges, have the potential to drain our vital life force energy and impede our overall well-being. Therefore, it is crucial to clear these cords and protect our energy field regularly. One powerful practice for clearing energetic cords is visualization. Find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Begin to visualize roots extending from the soles of your feet, reaching down into the earth. Imagine these roots penetrating deep into the ground, allowing any energetic cords connecting you to others to be released and dissipated. Visualize any negative or draining energy flowing down through these roots like a waterfall, returning to the earth for transformation. See yourself being filled with a radiant and protective light, enveloping your entire energy field, ensuring its purity and integrity. Visualize this light acting as a shield, warding off any negative or intrusive energies while allowing only that which serves your highest good. Practice this visualization regularly, either daily or as needed, to maintain your energetic integrity and prevent energetic drains. In addition to visualization, there are various other energy clearing techniques that can support you in maintaining energetic integrity. A practice commonly used is smudging, which involves burning herbs such as sage or palo santo and using the smoke to cleanse the energy in your space. By lighting the herbs and allowing the smoke to waft through your surroundings, you cleanse the energy and clear any stagnant or negative vibrations. Another practice involves the use of crystals, which have unique energetic properties that can absorb and transmute negative energies. Choose crystals such as black tourmaline, selenite, or amethyst, and carry them with you or place them strategically in your living space to enhance energetic protection. Alternatively, consider seeking the guidance and support of an energy healer trained in modalities like Reiki, who can assist in clearing and restoring your energy field. Developing and maintaining boundaries requires ongoing self-reflection and inner work. It is important to reflect on your experiences and relationships regularly, reassessing if any adjustments or updates to your boundaries are needed. Remember that boundaries are not fixed or rigid; they can evolve and adapt as you grow and change. Be willing to reassess and redefine your boundaries as necessary to ensure they continue to support your well-being. As you embark on the journey of honoring boundaries and energetic integrity, it is important to approach this process with compassion, both for yourself and others. Change takes time, and it is natural to encounter resistance or challenges along the way. Be patient with yourself and strive for progress rather than perfection. Surround yourself with individuals who respect and honor your boundaries, and distance yourself from those who consistently disregard them. Remember that you deserve to create relationships that not only nourish and nurture your soul but also allow you to grow and evolve into your highest potential. By establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries and actively protecting your energy field, you create fertile ground for harmonious, fulfilling relationships. Honoring your own needs and energetic integrity allows you to show up authentically in your connections, fostering deep and meaningful relationships that support your personal growth and overall happiness. Remember, you are deserving of the respect and love that flows from healthy boundaries and energetic integrity. Embrace this radiant path and watch as your relationships transform and your soul soars to new heights of consciousness and joy. Chapter 5. Communication with Compassion. The deeper art of connection. In this chapter, we illuminate the profound significance of conscious communication in fostering understanding, empathy, and deep connection in relationships. We will explore techniques for compassionate communication and active listening from a heart-centered perspective, providing you with a comprehensive understanding of how to cultivate meaningful and transformative connections through mindful communication. By exploring the intricacies of communication with compassion, we enhance the quality of our relationships, create a harmonious environment for open and honest dialogue, and foster profound personal growth. Importance of conscious communication. Effective communication is important in any healthy relationship. It goes beyond mere information exchange and requires the willingness to listen and empathize with others genuinely. Conscious communication involves understanding the power of our words and the impact they can have on those around us. By practicing communication with compassion, we can transcend misunderstandings, reduce conflicts, and nurture greater peace and harmony in our connections. Communication is an art that can bring immense transformation and healing to our relationships when approached with conscious intent. It is the bridge that connects our inner worlds, allowing us to share our thoughts, feelings, desires, and fears with others. Conscious communication requires us to be fully present, engaged, and attentive not only to what is being said but also to the underlying emotions and subtle nuances conveyed by words, tone, and body language. The power of emotional awareness. Before embarking on the journey of compassionate communication, we must first become aware of our own emotions and how they influence our words and responses. Emotional awareness allows us to recognize and acknowledge our feelings, enabling us to articulate them clearly and authentically. By examining our emotions, both pleasant and unpleasant, we gain deeper insight into our own needs, desires, fears, and triggers. This self-awareness empowers us to communicate with more clarity and compassion, enhancing the quality of our relationships. Emotional awareness also helps us to cultivate empathy towards others. When we are in touch with our own emotions, we can better understand and relate to the feelings and experiences of those around us. By acknowledging and validating their emotions, we create a space of compassion and understanding, which lays the foundation for deep and meaningful connection. Creating a safe space for vulnerability. A vital aspect of compassionate communication is creating a safe space for vulnerability. When we open ourselves up to genuine and authentic communication, we encourage others to do the same. By fostering an atmosphere of trust and non-judgment, we create an environment where people feel free to express their thoughts, emotions, and concerns without fear of rejection or criticism. Honesty and vulnerability become catalysts for deep connection and emotional intimacy in relationships. To create a safe space for vulnerability, we must cultivate qualities such as patience, open-mindedness, and non-reactiveness. We need to listen with an open heart and refrain from interrupting or dismissing the emotions and experiences of others. By offering our full presence and undivided attention, we signal to the other person that we value and respect their perspective. This creates an environment where authentic communication can flourish, fostering trust, empathy, and deep connection. The practice of active listening. Active listening is a crucial element of compassionate communication. Engaging in active listening requires us to be fully present and attentive during conversations. It involves giving our undivided attention, maintaining eye contact, and providing non-verbal cues that show we are genuinely interested and focused on the speaker. Additionally, it entails suspending judgment and seeking to understand the speaker's perspective without interruption. By practicing active listening, we validate the speaker's experience and create a safe space for them to express themselves fully. To cultivate active listening skills, we must learn to quiet our minds and let go of the urge to formulate responses while the other person is speaking. Instead, we focus on truly understanding their words, emotions, and intentions. By actively engaging in the conversation, we can respond in a way that acknowledges and validates their feelings, fostering a deeper sense of understanding and connection. Active listening also allows us to pick up on subtle cues and nuances that may not be explicitly expressed, leading to a more profound understanding of the speaker's experience. The art of reflection and mirroring. Another significant technique in compassionate communication is reflective listening. Reflective listening involves paraphrasing and mirroring back what we hear to ensure understanding and foster deeper connections. By sincerely reflecting on someone's words, we convey that we genuinely heard and understood them. This technique allows for clarification and validation of emotions, promoting mutual understanding and enhancing the quality of communication. When engaging in reflective listening, we take the time to summarize the speaker's thoughts and feelings in our own words. This not only shows that we have been actively listening but also gives the speaker an opportunity to validate or correct our interpretation. Reflecting back on their words allows us to demonstrate empathy and understanding, creating an atmosphere of trust and mutual respect. By making this effort, we bridge the gap between our worlds, allowing for a more profound meeting of minds and hearts. The power of empathetic questioning. Empathetic questioning is a powerful tool that encourages others to share their thoughts and feelings. It involves asking open-ended questions that invite individuals to delve deeper into their experiences. By asking questions that come from a place of curiosity and genuine interest, we create opportunities for individuals to explore their emotions, beliefs, and perspectives in greater depth. This process cultivates empathy and fosters a profound understanding of one another. Empathetic questioning encourages the speaker to reflect on their own experiences and gain deeper insight into their thoughts and emotions. Instead of simply seeking quick answers, we encourage them to dive deeper and articulate their thoughts more fully. By asking questions with genuine curiosity, we demonstrate our sincere interest and invite them to share more profoundly. This practice not only fosters connection and understanding but also encourages personal growth and self-awareness in both parties involved. Words as healing instruments. Words have immense power. They can either heal or harm. Choosing our words carefully and responsibly is a fundamental aspect of compassionate communication. By speaking with kindness, compassion, and respect, we create an atmosphere of trust and understanding. By removing blame, criticism, and defensiveness from our vocabulary, we can convey our messages in a way that is considerate, affirming, and conducive to open dialogue. Words become healing instruments that nurture deep connection and emotional well-being in relationships. To use words as healing instruments, we must cultivate awareness of our internal dialogue and the impact our words have on others. By choosing our words consciously, we can express ourselves authentically while considering the feelings and needs of the person we are communicating with. This involves using I statements to express our own experiences and emotions, as well as actively listening and responding with compassion when the other person shares their feelings. By practicing empathy and choosing our words mindfully, we create an environment where constructive and heartfelt communication can flourish. Nonverbal communication, the unspoken language. Besides verbal expression, nonverbal cues play a significant role in communication. Body language, gestures, facial expressions, and tone of voice often speak louder than words alone. By being attuned to these nonverbal cues, we can better understand the underlying emotions and intentions behind someone's words. Likewise, by cultivating self-awareness of our own nonverbal communication, we can align our actions with our words and create congruence in our communication. Nonverbal communication can convey powerful messages that may contradict or reinforce our spoken words. For example, crossed arms and a defensive posture may indicate resistance or disagreement, even if the person says they are open to the conversation. On the other hand, open body language, such as facing the person, leaning in, and maintaining eye contact, signals attentiveness and receptiveness. To enhance our understanding and use of nonverbal cues, we can practice observation and awareness. By paying attention to the subtle signals on both our own and others' faces and bodies, we can gain deeper insight into their emotional states and intentions. Additionally, we must strive for congruence between our verbal and nonverbal communication. When our words and body language align, we create an environment of trust and understanding, fostering more effective and empathetic communication. Cultivating mindful presence. Being present in our conversations is essential for compassionate communication. When we are fully present, we can listen deeply, understand more fully, and respond with empathy and authenticity. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and breath awareness, can help us cultivate a sense of focused presence and attentiveness. To bring mindful presence into our communication, we can start by setting intentions before entering into conversations. We can remind ourselves to be fully present, to listen with an open heart, and to respond with compassion. Throughout the conversation, we can practice mindful breathing, allowing us to stay centered and attentive. By continually bringing our focus back to the present moment, we can connect more deeply with ourselves and the person we are communicating with, fostering genuine understanding and compassion. Navigating difficult conversations. Difficult conversations are an inevitable part of any relationship. However, with the practice of compassionate communication, we can transform these challenging situations into opportunities for growth, understanding, and healing. When approaching difficult conversations, it is essential to create a safe and supportive environment. By expressing our intention to understand and work through the issue together, we create a foundation of trust and openness. It is crucial to approach these conversations with curiosity and empathy, seeking to understand the other person's perspective without judgment or defensiveness. During difficult conversations, active listening and reflective mirroring become even more critical. By genuinely seeking to understand the other person's emotions and experiences, we can recognize and validate their feelings, fostering empathy and connection. It is also important to express our own feelings and needs honestly and assertively, using our statements to avoid blame or criticism. Navigating difficult conversations requires us to be patient, compassionate, and open-minded. It may be necessary to take breaks or timeouts if emotions become overwhelming, allowing both parties an opportunity to calm down before continuing the dialogue. Nurturing connection and growth through compassionate communication. Compassionate communication has the power to transform our relationships and foster profound personal growth. By approaching communication with empathy, openness, and respect, we create an environment where authentic connection and deep understanding can thrive. Through the practice of compassionate communication, we nurture a sense of belonging, trust, and emotional intimacy in our relationships. We learn to truly see and hear one another, breaking down barriers and fostering deep connections. By validating each other's emotions and experiences, we create a space for healing, growth, and mutual support. As we deepen our understanding of compassionate communication, we cultivate not only our relationships but also our own inner growth. We become more attuned to our own emotions and needs, and we learn to express ourselves authentically and assertively. Compassionate communication becomes a vehicle for self-discovery and personal evolution, allowing us to understand better and connect with others and ourselves. Communication with compassion is a transformative practice that has the power to enrich our relationships and foster deep connections. By cultivating emotional awareness, creating a safe space for vulnerability, practicing active listening, reflecting and mirroring, engaging in empathetic questioning, choosing our words mindfully, paying attention to nonverbal cues, cultivating mindful presence, and navigating difficult conversations, we can foster understanding, empathy, healing, and growth. When we communicate with compassion, we honor the inherent value and worth of every individual, fostering an atmosphere of trust, respect, and love. By embracing the deeper art of connection, we create a world where communication is a vehicle for unity, understanding, and collective healing. Chapter 6. Cultivating Empathy and Understanding. Empathy and understanding are essential for fostering healthy and meaningful relationships. In this chapter, we will explore various practices that can help us cultivate empathy and understanding in our interactions with others. By embracing these practices, we can become more compassionate, patient, and open-hearted, thereby deepening our connections with those around us. One crucial aspect of cultivating empathy is perspective taking. This practice invites us to step into another person's shoes and view the world from their unique vantage point. By consciously acknowledging and understanding different perspectives, we can gain insights that allow us to relate to others in a more empathetic manner. Engaging in perspective-taking exercises can help us broaden our understanding and challenge any preconceived notions or biases we may hold. An exercise that fosters perspective-taking is the 5 whys. When someone expresses frustration or a challenge, we repeatedly ask why to uncover the underlying motivations, emotions, and needs driving their perspectives. By genuinely seeking to understand the root causes behind their feelings, we can develop a more comprehensive understanding of their experiences and build deeper empathy. For example, if someone expresses frustration about a late delivery, we can ask, "Why are you upset about the late delivery?" They may respond that it disrupted their plans. We then ask, "Why did the disrupted plans affect you?" Continuing this process allows us to peel away layers and gain a deeper understanding of their perspective. Another valuable practice for cultivating empathy and understanding is compassionate listening. Often, we spend our conversations waiting for our turn to speak, formulating responses in our minds rather than attentively listening. True listening requires our undivided attention, a willingness to set aside our own judgments, and a genuine curiosity to understand the other person's experiences and emotions. Compassionate listening involves creating a safe and supportive environment for others to express themselves fully. We can achieve this by offering open-ended questions that encourage people to share more about their thoughts and feelings. Asking questions like, "What was going through your mind when that happened?" or "How did you feel in that situation?" can invite deeper insights and encourage the speaker to open up. Additionally, using non-verbal cues such as maintaining eye contact, nodding, and providing verbal affirmations can signal our genuine interest and empathy. Through compassionate listening, we validate their feelings and experiences, letting them know that their voice matters. This not only strengthens the bond between individuals but also allows for mutual understanding and growth within the relationship. Furthermore, cultivating empathy and understanding involves acknowledging the inherent worth and dignity of others. It is crucial to recognize and respect the uniqueness and value that each person brings to the table. By embracing this belief, we can discard notions of superiority or judgment and instead foster an environment where everyone feels seen, heard, and appreciated. To encourage the practice of acknowledging the worth of others, we can engage in a simple yet powerful exercise called appreciation circles. In this exercise, a group gathers in a circle, and each individual takes turns expressing specific qualities or actions they appreciate about the person seated to their right. It is essential to focus on genuine and specific compliments, highlighting the positive attributes and contributions of each person. This exercise not only highlights the inherent worth of each person but also encourages a culture of positivity, gratitude, and understanding within the group. Practicing empathy and understanding also requires us to cultivate self-awareness. By exploring our own emotions, biases, and triggers, we can better understand how our internal landscape shapes our interactions with others. This self-reflection allows us to approach relationships with greater compassion and awareness, recognizing that each individual is navigating their own set of challenges and experiences. Mindfulness meditation is an invaluable tool for developing self-awareness and cultivating empathy. By intentionally focusing our attention on the present moment, we become more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. This awareness helps us recognize any tendencies or biases that may hinder our ability to empathize fully. Through regular mindfulness practice, we can develop a more compassionate and open-hearted approach to our interactions, strengthening our connections with others. In addition to these practices, it is essential to develop a willingness to learn and grow in our journey towards empathy and understanding. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, misunderstandings and conflicts can arise. When this happens, it is important to approach these moments as opportunities for growth rather than sources of frustration. By embracing a mindset of continuous learning, we allow ourselves to evolve as individuals and cultivate deeper connections with those around us. To foster a learning mindset, we can engage in reflective exercises such as journaling, where we explore our thoughts and emotions related to interactions or conflicts. By examining these experiences with an open mind, we gain valuable insights about ourselves and the impact of our actions on others. Incorporating feedback from trusted individuals can also provide us with valuable perspectives and areas for growth. Moreover, it is important to recognize that empathy and understanding extend beyond verbal and nonverbal communication. Our actions and behaviors also play a crucial role in how we connect with others. Acts of kindness, compassion, and respect can create a supportive environment that fosters empathy and understanding. Small acts of kindness, such as offering assistance to someone in need, holding the door open for others, or simply smiling at strangers, have the power to brighten someone's day and create positive ripples in the world. These acts of compassion signal our willingness to connect and understand each other's experiences, fostering an environment where empathy and understanding flourish. However, it is crucial to note that cultivating empathy and understanding does not mean sacrificing our boundaries and personal well-being. It is essential to establish healthy boundaries to ensure our own emotional and mental health while engaging in deep connections with others. By being aware of our own limits and communicating them respectfully, we can maintain a balanced approach to empathy, promoting healthy relationships and self-care simultaneously. Cultivating empathy and understanding is a lifelong journey that requires dedication, self-reflection, and a willingness to embrace personal growth. By engaging in practices such as perspective-taking, compassionate listening, acknowledging the inherent worth of others, cultivating self-awareness, and fostering a learning mindset, we can nurture relationships that are built on empathy, understanding, and genuine connection. Through these practices, we not only improve our relationships but also contribute positively to the world around us. Empathy and understanding are powerful tools that have the potential to foster harmony, compassion, and unity in our communities. So, let us commit to cultivating empathy and understanding, for in doing so, we create a more empathetic and interconnected world for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 7. Healing Relationship Patterns. Relationships are complex and dynamic, influenced by conscious and unconscious patterns that shape our interactions and the overall health of our connections. These patterns, often rooted in past wounds and experiences, can have a profound impact on the quality and longevity of our relationships. In this extended chapter, we will delve even deeper into methods for identifying and healing these unconscious relationship patterns, drawing upon spiritual principles of forgiveness, compassion, and inner child work to release past hurts and create space for profound healing and growth. To truly embark on a journey of healing relationship patterns, it is crucial to begin with self-reflection and self-awareness. Taking the time to explore our past relationships, be they romantic, familial, or friendships, can provide valuable insights into the recurring themes and dynamics that have emerged. By paying attention to the emotions and patterns that have consistently surfaced, we can start identifying and unraveling the unconscious patterns that may be influencing our connections. One effective tool for examining relationship patterns is journaling. Designate a quiet space and set aside uninterrupted time to reflect on your past relationships. Write freely about your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. This process allows you to identify any recurring patterns, gain insights into their origins, and create a tangible record of your journey toward healing. As you delve into your past relationships, pay attention to the wounds or traumas that may have contributed to the development of these patterns. Were there experiences of betrayal, abandonment, or emotional neglect that still linger within you? Identifying patterns is just the first step. True healing lies in addressing and transforming them. One powerful spiritual principle in this process is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior or denying the pain caused. Instead, it is a powerful act of self-liberation and compassion. By forgiving both ourselves and others, we release the emotional baggage that binds us to the past. It allows us to let go of resentment, anger, and disappointment, creating space for healing and transformation. Through forgiveness, we can open our hearts and embrace the possibility of new, healthier relationship dynamics. During the process of forgiveness, it is essential to remember that healing is multi-layered. It involves not only forgiving others but also extending compassion towards ourselves. Often, we hold ourselves accountable for the actions and choices of others, blaming ourselves for failed relationships or perceived inadequacy. However, by cultivating self-compassion, we recognize that we are not solely responsible for the dynamics of any relationship. We learn to extend understanding and grace to ourselves, acknowledging that growth and change are ongoing journeys. Self-compassion allows us to embrace our own vulnerabilities, imperfections, and past wounds, making it easier to connect with others authentically. Integrating inner child work into the healing process can be a powerful tool to address underlying wounds and transform relationship patterns. Our inner child represents the younger, vulnerable parts of ourselves that may have experienced pain or neglect, contributing to our current patterns. By connecting with our inner child through visualization, meditation, or therapeutic techniques, we can offer them love, reassurance, and safety. Through this process of inner nurturing, we can begin to heal the wounds inflicted upon us in our past relationships. When engaging in inner child work, it is essential to approach it with gentleness and patience. Create a safe and nurturing environment free from judgment or pressure. By emotionally connecting with our inner child, we give ourselves permission to release past hurts and reshape the way we perceive and approach relationships. Through this deep inner work, we can cultivate a sense of security, self-acceptance, and self-love, which becomes the foundation for healthy and fulfilling connections with others. While individual healing is crucial, it is equally important to address relationship patterns within the context of the partnership itself. Open and honest communication becomes a fundamental tool in unraveling the knots that tether us to unhealthy dynamics. By sharing our reflections, fears, and desires with our partners, we create a safe space for vulnerability and growth. This type of communication helps build trust, deepen connections, and cultivate mutual understanding. Together, as partners, we can navigate the challenges that may arise and work towards building a healthier, more conscious relationship. In addition to forgiveness, self-compassion, and inner child work, there are other techniques you can employ to heal relationship patterns. Mindfulness is one such practice that can greatly support your journey. By staying present and aware of your thoughts and emotions, you can catch yourself before falling into old patterns and consciously choose a different response. Mindfulness also allows you to tune into the needs and emotions of your partner, enhancing empathy and fostering a deeper connection. Another valuable tool is therapy or counseling. Engaging in therapy provides a safe and professional environment to explore and heal relationship patterns. A qualified therapist can guide you toward a deeper understanding of your patterns, help you process past hurts, and provide tools and strategies for creating healthier dynamics. Therapy can be done individually or as a couple, depending on the specific needs and challenges of your relationship. Healing relationship patterns is not a linear process. It requires ongoing commitment and self-reflection. It is important to approach this journey with patience, kindness, and a willingness to be vulnerable. Celebrate the small progressions and be gentle with yourself when setbacks occur. Understand that healing takes time and effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. Healing relationship patterns is a profound and introspective journey. By exploring methods for identifying and healing unconscious relationship patterns and wounds, drawing upon spiritual principles of forgiveness, compassion, and inner child work, we can release past hurts and create space for healing, growth, and deep connection. Embracing practices such as forgiveness, self-compassion, mindfulness, and therapy can support this transformative journey. Remember, this healing process is not only about creating healthier relationships with others. It is also about developing a profound and loving relationship with yourself. Through self-awareness, introspection, and the cultivation of self-love, you can embark on a beautiful journey towards healing your relationship patterns and creating the fulfilling connections you deserve. Chapter 8. Embracing Sacred Partnership. Embracing sacred partnership is an extraordinary and transformative journey that transcends traditional notions of romantic relationships. It is a profound spiritual experience that invites us to view our connections with others as opportunities for mutual growth, evolution, and expansion of consciousness. By recognizing the sacredness within our partnerships, we open ourselves up to a realm of deep healing, empowerment, and spiritual awakening. At the core of sacred partnership lies the understanding that we are all interconnected beings, each on our unique path of self-discovery and soul growth. The essence of sacred partnership is not merely about finding a companion to share our lives with. It is about embarking on a shared journey of co-creation, where both partners actively contribute to each other's growth, happiness, and well-being. To truly embrace sacred partnership, we must cultivate the foundations of intimacy, trust, and spiritual alignment with our romantic partner or soulmate. These foundations are essential pillars that support a deep and transformative connection, allowing the sacred partnership to blossom in its profound beauty and expansiveness. Intimacy forms the cornerstone of a sacred partnership, extending far beyond the physical realm. True intimacy encompasses emotional, mental, and spiritual connection. It requires us to be fully present with one another, to listen actively, and to compassionately understand each other's needs, desires, and vulnerabilities. Intimacy is cultivated through a commitment to open and honest communication, vulnerability, and the willingness to share our deepest thoughts, emotions, and experiences. By leaning into vulnerability, we invite our partners into the most sacred parts of our being, fostering a profound level of connection and understanding. Practices for cultivating intimacy within sacred partnerships include 1. Mindful listening. Taking the time to listen to our partner without judgment or interruption truly creates a safe space for open and honest communication. This practice involves letting go of distractions and offering our partner our full presence and attention. 2. Active empathy. Putting ourselves in our partner's shoes and trying to understand their perspective allows us to cultivate empathy and deepen our connection. It involves setting aside our own judgments or preconceived notions and approaching our partner's experiences with curiosity and compassion. 3. Honoring boundaries. Respecting and honoring each other's boundaries is an essential aspect of nurturing intimacy. This practice involves open communication about our needs, desires, and limitations, and the willingness to adjust our behaviors and actions accordingly. Trust serves as the sturdy foundation upon which a sacred partnership can thrive. Trust is the unwavering belief that our partner has our best interests at heart and that they will honor their commitments and promises. It entails a deep sense of reliability, consistency, and dependability. Trust is not built overnight but rather through consistent actions, honest communication, and the demonstration of integrity. When trust is present, it creates a safe and secure space for both partners to express themselves fully, knowing they will be held with love and respect. Practices for cultivating trust within sacred partnerships include 1. Transparency. Being open and honest with our partner about our thoughts, feelings, and experiences fosters an environment of trust. This practice involves expressing ourselves authentically and sharing our deepest selves, allowing our partners to see and understand us fully. 2. Reliability and consistency. Keeping our promises, being reliable, and following through on our commitments are essential actions that build trust. This practice involves showing up consistently and demonstrating that we can be depended upon. 3. Demonstrating integrity. Acting with integrity and aligning our words with our actions is integral to building trust. This practice involves holding ourselves accountable and taking responsibility for our behaviors, making amends when necessary, and striving to be honest and authentic in all aspects of our relationship. Spiritual alignment is an essential aspect of embracing sacred partnership. It involves attuning our shared intentions, beliefs, and practices to a higher purpose that transcends the individual needs and desires of each partner. This alignment enables us to create a shared vision that guides us on our spiritual path together. It invites us to explore and integrate spiritual practices into our daily lives, such as meditation, prayer, mindfulness exercises, or any other activities that create a connection to the divine and the deeper aspects of ourselves. By engaging in and honoring shared spiritual practices, we create a sacred space within our partnership, allowing the divine to flow through and guide our union. Practices for cultivating spiritual alignment within sacred partnerships include 1. Shared rituals and ceremonies. Creating sacred rituals or ceremonies together can deepen our connection and align us with a shared spiritual purpose. This practice may involve setting intentions, sharing blessings, or engaging in activities that promote a sense of reverence and connection. 2. Spiritual exploration. Embarking on a journey of spiritual exploration together deepens our understanding of ourselves and each other. This practice involves reading spiritual texts, attending workshops or retreats, or engaging in practices that expand our consciousness and connection to the divine. 3. Gratitude practice. Cultivating a gratitude practice within our partnership helps us stay present and appreciative of the blessings in our lives. This practice involves regularly expressing gratitude for our partner, our relationship, and the growth and learning we experience together. In the journey of sacred partnership, challenges and conflicts are not seen as obstacles but rather as opportunities for growth, healing, and expansion. Conflict arises when our individual fears, insecurities, or unresolved wounds are triggered within the relationship. Instead of approaching these difficulties with defensiveness or blame, sacred partnership encourages us to approach conflicts with compassion, understanding, and a willingness to find resolutions that honor both partners. It requires a commitment to actively listen, seek understanding, and communicate one's needs and boundaries in a respectful and non-confrontational manner. Practices for navigating conflicts within sacred partnerships include 1. Compassionate communication. Engaging in open and compassionate communication during conflicts promotes understanding and resolution. This practice involves active listening, expressing ourselves with empathy, and seeking to understand each other's perspectives without judgment. 2. Conflict resolution tools. Learning and practicing effective conflict resolution tools, such as using I statements, actively seeking compromises, and finding win-win solutions, can help navigate challenging moments within the partnership. 3. Healing and growth practices. Viewing conflicts as opportunities for healing and growth allows us to approach them with a transformative mindset. This practice involves taking responsibility for our own triggers, seeking support or guidance when needed, and engaging in practices that promote healing and self-reflection. Honoring each other's individuality and personal growth is paramount in a sacred partnership. It is a space where both partners can nurture and express their authentic selves without judgment or criticism. Sacred partnership embraces the understanding that each individual is on their unique soul journey with their own dreams, aspirations, and path of evolution. It calls for supporting and encouraging each other's personal growth, creating an environment where both partners can thrive and shine as individuals while being supported within the loving container of the partnership. Practices for embracing individuality and personal growth within sacred partnership include: 1. Encouraging pursuit of passions. Supporting and encouraging each other's passions and interests fosters personal growth within the partnership. This practice involves actively engaging and showing interest in our partner's pursuits, creating space for them to explore and express themselves fully. 2. Holding space for growth. Providing a safe and nurturing environment for personal growth allows each partner to explore their potential. This practice involves offering emotional support, affirmation and encouragement as our partner embarks on their individual growth journeys. It also involves being open to change and evolution within the partnership as each person grows and expands. 3. Celebrating achievements. Celebrating each other's achievements and milestones is a beautiful way to honor and support individual growth. This practice involves acknowledging and honoring our partner's accomplishments, big or small, and expressing genuine pride and joy for their successes. Embracing a sacred partnership also means recognizing and honoring the sacredness of the physical union between partners. Sacred sexuality is a profound aspect of intimate connection that allows partners to merge energetically and experience a deep sense of union and transcendence. It involves embracing our own sensuality and sexuality and engaging in intimate acts with reverence, presence, and love. Sacred sexuality is a spiritual practice that transcends mere physical pleasure, offering an opportunity for deep healing, transformation, and spiritual awakening within the partnership. Practices for cultivating sacred sexuality within sacred partnerships include: 1. Cultivating presence. Being fully present and engaged at the moment during intimate experiences deepens the sense of connection and sacredness. This practice involves letting go of distractions, worries, and judgments and fully immersing ourselves in the experience with our partner. 2. Conscious touch. Approaching physical touch with consciousness and intentionality heightens the sacredness of the experience. This practice involves exploring different forms of touch, such as gentle caresses, massages, or tantric practices, with a focus on building and circulating energy between partners. 3. Sacred rituals. Creating sacred rituals or practices to honor and celebrate the physical union within the partnership can deepen the sense of sacredness. This practice may involve lighting candles, using essential oils or incense, or reciting affirmations or prayers before engaging in intimate acts. By embracing sacred partnership, we embark on a transformative journey that transcends the limitations of traditional relationships. It is a path of deep healing, expansion, and spiritual awakening that invites us to explore the depths of vulnerability, intimacy, and connection with our partner. Through cultivating the foundations of intimacy, trust, and spiritual alignment, as well as navigating conflicts and honoring each other's individuality, we create a sacred space within our partnership that allows for profound growth, healing, and co-creation. With sacred partnership, we come to realize that our connections with others are not surface level but rather gateways to our own evolution and the expansion of consciousness. Chapter 9. Family Dynamics and Ancestral Healing. Family is the cornerstone of our existence, shaping the way we perceive the world, interact with others, and form relationships. Within the intricate web of family dynamics lies a rich tapestry of ancestral patterns, imprints, and unresolved wounds that continue to influence our lives today. Exploring these dynamics and embarking on a journey of ancestral healing opens the door to profound transformation and the possibility of creating healthier generational legacies in our relationships. Family dynamics are the intricate interplay of relationships, roles, and patterns within a family unit. They are shaped by a multitude of factors, such as cultural traditions, belief systems, values, and the quality of relationships between family members. Our families provide the blueprint for how we engage with others, forming the foundation upon which we build our relational experiences. Within these dynamics, ancestral patterns often emerge, influencing the way we navigate relationships. Our ancestors lived through unique experiences, which may have left unresolved traumas, negative patterns, or limiting beliefs. Unbeknownst to us, these imprints are passed down through generations, influencing our behaviors, choices, and relationships. To understand and heal these ancestral wounds, we must first reflect deeply on our family history and dynamics. Taking a curious and compassionate approach, we can delve into the psychological and emotional layers that have shaped our family dynamics. What recurring patterns, conflicts, or dynamics have we noticed within our family? How have these patterns influenced our relationships? Are there certain roles or expectations that have been generational? By exploring these questions, we gain valuable insights into the roots of our relational challenges. Establishing a connection with our ancestors is a powerful way to heal and gain wisdom from our family lineage. Acknowledging their presence allows us to tap into their collective wisdom and receive guidance and support in our own healing journey. By honoring our ancestors and acknowledging their impact on our lives, we open the channels for healing and transformation. Connecting with our ancestors can take various forms. Rituals, meditation, prayer, and ancestral altars are all methods that can facilitate this connection. Rituals can be as simple or elaborate as we desire, depending on our cultural backgrounds and personal preferences. Lighting candles, burning incense, reciting prayers, or offering symbolic objects can all serve as ways to honor and communicate with our ancestors. Visiting ancestral lands or gravesites can also bring a sense of connection and reverence. Engaging in ancestral healing requires us to examine and heal the unresolved wounds that have been perpetuated through generations. These wounds may manifest as unexpressed emotions, unacknowledged traumas, or limiting beliefs that unconsciously influence our choices and behaviors. By delving into our family history and identifying patterns, we can begin the process of healing and breaking these cycles. Healing rituals are essential tools for releasing ancestral burdens and promoting healing within ourselves and our family lineage. These rituals can take various forms, tailored to our individual preferences and cultural backgrounds. Some may choose to write letters to ancestors, expressing grievances, forgiveness, or gratitude. Others may create altars adorned with photographs, mementos, or symbolic objects that represent the presence and influence of ancestors. Participating in family constellations, a therapeutic approach that explores family dynamics, can also shed light on ancestral patterns and offer opportunities for healing. As we engage in ancestral healing, it is crucial to address any resentments, grudges, or unhealed emotional wounds toward our ancestors. Forgiveness is a vital aspect of this healing process. It involves releasing resentment and grievances towards our ancestors and ourselves. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behaviors or minimizing the pain caused, but rather freeing ourselves from the emotional burden that keeps us stuck in the past. By forgiving our ancestors and ourselves, we open the door to compassion and love, allowing healing and transformation to take place. Establishing healthy boundaries is instrumental in breaking the cycle of unhealthy family dynamics and creating healthier relationships. Unhealthy patterns, such as enmeshment, codependency, or emotional neglect, often stem from ancestral wounds and need to be consciously addressed and transformed. Setting clear boundaries helps protect our emotional and mental well-being, establishing a safe space for us to grow and thrive. It empowers us to define our own values, needs, and limits, fostering healthier relationships with others. Embarking on the path of ancestral healing can be a profound and transformative journey. It is a process that requires patience, courage, and self-compassion. Seeking support from a therapist, healer, or support group can provide the necessary guidance, tools, and safe space for exploring and healing ancestral wounds. These professionals can help us navigate the complexities of family dynamics, uncover hidden patterns, and facilitate healing and transformation. As we dive deep into our family dynamics and engage in ancestral healing, we begin to unravel the layers of inherited patterns and wounds that have influenced our relationships throughout generations. This process liberates us from the limitations of the past, allowing us to create more authentic, loving, and harmonious connections with others. It empowers us to break free from the shackles of ancestral wounds, paving the way for healthier generational legacies in relationships. In summary, family dynamics and ancestral healing are intricately intertwined, shaping our relational experiences. By reflecting deeply on our family history and dynamics, connecting with our ancestors, engaging in healing rituals, practicing forgiveness, establishing healthy boundaries, and seeking support, we embark on a transformative journey of healing and creating healthier generational legacies in relationships. This path requires dedication and courage, but the rewards are immeasurable as we pave the way for a future built on love, compassion, and healing. Chapter 10. Cultivating Community and Soul Family. In our journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, we often realize the profound importance of community and soul family. These connections provide us with support, understanding, and a deep sense of belonging that nourishes our souls and helps us navigate life's challenges with grace. Our longing for connection is inherent to our human nature. We are social beings wired to thrive in relationships and gather in communities. However, in our modern world, this sense of belonging and community can sometimes feel elusive or superficial. We may find ourselves yearning for deeper connections, individuals who truly understand and support our unique spiritual journeys. But what is it about community and soul family that sustains us in such profound ways? At their core, these connections serve as mirrors reflecting our true selves and reminding us of our interconnectedness. They offer us a sanctuary in which to explore, grow, and find solace amidst the chaos of the world. Communities, whether physical or virtual, provide a network of like-minded individuals who share similar interests, values, and spiritual beliefs. They offer a space where we can come together, learn from one another, and inspire each other to reach new heights. Within these communities, we find people who understand and resonate with our unique spiritual journey, allowing us to feel seen and accepted. Creating conscious communities starts with a deep commitment to authenticity and respect for one another's individuality. It's about fostering a safe, non-judgmental space where we can explore and express our true selves. Authenticity allows for genuine connections to be formed, where we can share our joys, fears, and struggles without fear of rejection. When seeking conscious communities, it's important to follow our intuition and explore spaces that align with our interests and spiritual beliefs. This might mean joining a meditation group, attending workshops or retreats focused on personal growth and spirituality, or finding online forums and communities where we can connect with individuals on a similar path. The key is to find a space that feels authentic and resonates with our soul's longing for connection. Within these communities, we have the opportunity to engage in practices that deepen our spiritual connection and foster a sense of belonging. One such practice is the act of active listening. When we truly listen to others, we offer them the gift of being seen and heard. With an open heart and mind, we validate their experiences and create a safe container for vulnerability and authentic sharing. By engaging in mindful and nonviolent communication, we can resolve conflicts, foster understanding, and build bridges of connection. Compassionate communication invites us to express our emotions and needs with honesty and empathy while also truly listening to the perspectives of others. Furthermore, conscious communities offer us the opportunity to engage in collective rituals and ceremonies that transcend the boundaries of individuality and unite us in a shared spiritual experience. These rituals can take many forms, such as chanting, drumming circles, or meditative practices. By participating in these practices, we tap into the collective energy and wisdom of the group, deepening our spiritual connection and expanding our awareness. Building conscious communities requires us to be open-minded and embrace diversity. Within these communities, we are likely to encounter individuals with unique perspectives, backgrounds, and life experiences. By approaching these encounters with curiosity and a willingness to learn, we expand our understanding of the world and ourselves. Embracing diversity within our communities allows us to break free from limiting beliefs and societal conditioning, opening ourselves up to new perspectives and ideas that can enrich our spiritual journey. While conscious communities provide us with a rich tapestry of connections, the soul family goes beyond the constraints of blood ties or traditional family structures. A soul family is comprised of individuals who resonate deeply with our soul essence and support us unconditionally. These connections often transcend time and space, and while we may not have known each other for long, we feel an instant familiarity and connection that goes beyond words. To nurture soulful relationships, we must cultivate a foundation of trust, empathy, and compassion. It's important to be present and fully listen to others, acknowledging and validating their experiences. Creating space for open and honest communication allows for a deeper connection to be formed, and it is through vulnerability and shared experiences that soul family bonds are strengthened. Within soul families, we find mirrors that reflect aspects of ourselves that we may have overlooked or forgotten. These mirrors offer opportunities for growth and healing, as they bring awareness to our blind spots and help us expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Through the unconditional support and love of our soul family, we can embrace our authentic selves and step into our fullest potential. Nurturing soulful relationships involves weaving together threads of love, trust, and mutual support. It is a dance of reciprocity and shared experiences. Soul family connections often deepen through shared rituals and practices. These may include regular gatherings, ceremonies, or even simple daily acts of conscious presence and gratitude. In order to fully experience the profound support and connection that the soul family offers, we must release any attachments to traditional family structures or societal expectations. The soul family is not bound by blood, marriage, or legal ties. It is a chosen family, an interconnected web of souls who have come together in this lifetime to support one another's growth and evolution. In the cultivation of community and soul family, we become both the giver and receiver of support. By offering our presence, kindness, and assistance, we contribute to the growth and well-being of others. It is through the act of giving that we create a reciprocal flow of energy, where each person's gifts and talents are valued and utilized for the collective good. As we journey further on our spiritual path, let us remember the importance of cultivating community and soul family. It is within these connections that we find solace, inspiration, and the strength to overcome obstacles. By actively participating in conscious communities and nurturing soulful relationships, we create a web of support that sustains us through our highest highs and darkest lows. In this interconnectedness, we discover the true beauty and power of unity, love, and belonging. So, let us find our communities, embrace our soul families, and embark on this transformative journey together. Chapter 11. The Journey Within. Deepening self-connection and spiritual integration. In today's fast-paced and busy world, it is easy to overlook the profound significance of developing a conscious and authentic relationship with ourselves. Yet, the truth remains that true fulfillment and harmonious relationships with others can only be achieved when we have deep self-connection and self-awareness. This chapter serves as a gentle reminder to set aside time for self-reflection, to explore our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, and to embark on a journey within to discover our authentic selves. Self-reflection is a powerful tool that enables us to gain a deeper understanding of who we are at our core. It is a process that requires honesty and vulnerability as we unpack our desires, beliefs, fears, and insecurities. Through self-reflection, we can identify any patterns or conditioning that may be limiting our growth and experiencing life to the fullest. By shedding light on these aspects of ourselves, we can gradually release what no longer serves us, allowing space for personal growth and transformation. An essential aspect of self-reflection is self-compassion. It is through practicing self-compassion that we can truly embrace and accept ourselves, flaws and all. It is the understanding that we are human beings with imperfections and that these imperfections do not diminish our worth or value. When we approach ourselves with compassion, we can cultivate a loving and nurturing relationship with ourselves. This self-compassion allows us to forgive ourselves when we make mistakes, offering ourselves the same kindness and understanding that we would extend to a dear friend. As we journey within, self-care takes on a significant role. It serves as a bridge that connects our internal world with our external reality. Engaging in self-care practices that nourish our physical, mental, and emotional well-being is crucial for cultivating a deep connection with ourselves. Self-care can take many forms, such as regular exercise, nourishing our bodies with healthy foods, getting enough restful sleep, engaging in creative outlets, and spending time in nature. These moments of self-attunement replenish our energy, restore our sense of balance, and enable us to show up fully in our relationships with others. However, self-care goes beyond mere external activities. It also encompasses self-compassion, setting boundaries, and making choices that align with our values and desires. It involves honoring our own needs and ensuring we are not solely focused on meeting the needs of others. By prioritizing self-care, we send a message to ourselves and others that our well-being matters. This practice empowers us to navigate through life with a greater sense of clarity, confidence, and fulfillment. While self-reflection and self-care are essential aspects of the journey within, there is also an invitation to explore our spiritual dimension. Spiritual integration involves connecting with something greater than ourselves, the divine essence that permeates all of creation. It is a profound recognition that we are interconnected with the universe and that there is a higher power guiding us on our path. In this deeply personal exploration, one might find solace in prayer, engage in meditation practices, cultivate mindfulness, participate in rituals, or spend time in quiet contemplation. These practices allow us to deepen our connection to the divine, to experience a sense of unity, and to gain a profound understanding of our purpose within the vast tapestry of life. Spiritual integration nourishes our souls, offering a sanctuary of peace, guidance, and spiritual transformation. As we journey within, our self-connection deepens, and we gain clarity not only about ourselves but also about our relationships with others. Through introspection and self-discovery, we become aware of our authentic desires, passions, and purpose. This self-awareness empowers us to set healthy boundaries, communicate our needs effectively, and make choices that align with our values and aspirations. In these moments of self-connection, we also develop a greater capacity for empathy and understanding towards others. By understanding and accepting ourselves, we can extend the same love and compassion to those around us. The journey within becomes a catalyst for building authentic and meaningful relationships with others founded on honesty, trust, and mutual respect. Deep self-connection allows us to approach relationships with an open heart and an open mind. It allows us to recognize that each individual is on their own journey with their own fears, hopes, and dreams. Through our own self-reflection, we can appreciate the complexity and individuality of others, creating space for them to be their true selves in our presence. In this way, deep self-connection forms the bedrock for genuine connection and unity with others. The journey within is not a one-time endeavor but a lifelong commitment to self-growth and self-discovery. It is a continuous process of deepening our self-connection and integrating our spiritual essence into all aspects of our lives. It requires dedication, patience, and an unwavering commitment to our well-being and personal growth. As we venture deeper into the journey within, additional practices can help enhance our self-reflection, self-discovery, and spiritual integration. Journaling serves as a powerful tool to record our thoughts, emotions, and insights, allowing us to observe patterns, track our growth, and gain greater clarity. Engaging in creative activities, such as painting, singing, or dancing, can also unlock hidden aspects of ourselves, allowing our authentic expressions to flow effortlessly. Mentoring or seeking guidance from spiritual teachers, therapists, or coaches can provide valuable support and insight along the journey. Their wisdom and expertise can help us navigate the challenges and obstacles that arise, offering guidance and perspective from their own experiences. Together, we can explore the depths of our souls, unearthing hidden treasures and unraveling the layers that may be holding us back from experiencing our true, authentic selves. In conclusion, we cannot underestimate the importance of cultivating a conscious and authentic relationship with ourselves. The journey within, through self-reflection, self-care, and spiritual integration, lays the foundation for holistic well-being and authentic connection with both ourselves and the divine. It is a lifelong commitment to self-growth, personal transformation, and meaningful relationships with others. May this chapter serve as a gentle reminder to prioritize self-reflection, self-care, and spiritual integration, for they are the keys to unlocking our authentic selves and nurturing fulfilling and harmonious relationships with others. May the practices of self-reflection, self-discovery, and spiritual integration be vehicles through which we deepen our connection with ourselves, with God, and with one another, creating a world that is built upon love, understanding, and harmony. As we embark on the journey within, may we embrace the depths of our being, shedding the layers of conditioning and societal expectations that no longer serve us. May we become beacons of authenticity, radiating love, compassion, and acceptance to ourselves and those around us. May our journey within bring us closer to our true essence, offering us a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Let us remember that in cultivating a conscious relationship with ourselves, we open the door to fulfilling and harmonious relationships with others, creating a ripple effect that transcends time and space.